Hello, my friend. It was nice contacting you after all these years, and really it was mesmerizing. Now, about the topic we wanted to talk is I'm going to impart these things to you, so listen very carefully. People don't always behave the way they want to behave, right? Although they do think that the way they are behaving is exactly or similar to what they want to convey, but that's not the case. The words they utter, they realize after speaking it that that's not what they wanted to say, that's not what they wanted to convey, that was something else they were saying. Now, after that, they either ignore you or avoid you out of arrogance or just saving their face or apologize, and that's a very very good attitude to apologize because it shows humility. The next thing I would like to say is use few words or use less words as much as possible. Use them wisely because words have values and it also has power. The less you use it, the more value it gets. You know? So you don't always have to be talkative. You don't always have to feel that you need to entertain everyone. Just try to be silent. Sometimes you observe who stays and who doesn't when you stop entertaining them. Differentiate between who deserves your kindness and who doesn't. I know people crave attention these days more than even food, but you should know in fact that not everyone deserves your attention, right? Neither you yourself deserve everyone's attention, nor everyone is going to give you attention. Some people gives you attention and some people don't. You should also get your worth. You should also know your worth. Who you should give your attention, who shouldn't. Not everyone deserves your attention. Got it? The next thing which I want to convey to you is that look, do not shut down anyone immediately, right? Let's say someone comes to you and approaches you, then do not shut them down immediately. Talk to them and let's it go slowly, gradually. Sometimes sometimes it takes a lot for a people or a person to say something, to convey something, and they might have thought for every possible reasons not to do it, and they still did it. So do not shut down their efforts. They put a lot of efforts into saying that. You got it? Now, about the question which you asked and which is interesting, that would you take her back if she asks or she says sorry? Look, I would say that you decide for yourself. People make their own decisions, or even when others make their decisions, it's their life decisions. Any decision that is made by you or anyone or your family or your parents of your life, which affects your life and is going to affect your life, then why would you give another person permission to handle that? Why wouldn't you decide it yourself? Why don't you choose, okay, this is correct for me or this is not correct for me? Why would someone else tell you what is correct or what is not correct? Have some sense of force, have some sense of discipline, or you also have rules, right? Every person has rules, what I should do, what I shouldn't do, and that doesn't come from culture or outside interference. It comes from within. If any, what you say is, any influence comes from outside, it's not your influence, it's not your rule. You have to make your own rules for to live your life. If you are going to adapt another rules, how long you are going to use it? How long are you going to apply it to the real life if you don't have your own rules? So make your own rules. That doesn't mean break every rule that is already existing in the society. No, but make your own rules. Make your own moral and ethical rules. That's what I'm saying. Now about the question, should you take her back? Look, I would ask you that should you? I mean, will she leave you again if the same circumstances happen? Is she even sorry? She is apologizing, right? But is she actually sorry? Is she saying sorry because she feels like she hurted your image of her? Or everyone knows that she wronged you, so she is trying to save her face and saying sorry? That's not a way to apologize, right? Now, if she actually believes that yeah, she was wrong and she is asking sincerely, then ask for her proofs. Look, everything needs proofs. Yeah, if you believe her without proofs, look, believe me doesn't need proofs. Believe just needs, yeah, I want to believe that, that's it. But while you are trying to trust someone, trust definitely needs proof. Trust needs action that prove that what she is saying or what she is doing is correct. What she is doing, she is going to maintain that. What she is saying, she is going to maintain that till the end. That's trust. The action shows trust, not the words. Words are for belief. You say something, someone is believing that, that's a different thing. You do something, you say something, and you do it accordingly, then someone sees, okay, he's doing as he sees. That's trust. Now, if you want to believe her again without any proof or without her action showing that she is not going to do it again, just remember that every person leaves. They are not going to stay with you forever. It's just a matter of time and place when they are going to leave. That only depends on the time and place. Even I cannot say that I'm going to stay with you always. I'm going to stay with you every time and every moment you are in misery or you are in happiness, right? I'm a human too. I might be different in different situations and I will leave you. I'm advising you right now. But what if 10 years later? Will I be the same? Maybe not. Maybe yes. So nobody stays the same. Time changes, situation changes, circumstances changes. Different people react to different circumstances, right? And I've talked about perception, I've talked about perception that I've told you this about this many times, right? That people perceive things differently, very differently. And let's say even if she loves you a lot and she can't express it, then you are not going to even realize that she loves you, right? Similarly, if you love her the most and you cannot express it, then will she going to know it? No, she won't realize it. You two will always be like strangers who don't know each other's feelings. And even it just doesn't means positive feelings. It could be negative feelings too. So as long as you don't communicate, you are not going to realize it. As long as you are not going to approach each other, you are going to realize it. So that's it. And I'm not a highly knowledgeable person. So these are the things I wanted to impart to you. And you asked for it, so I gave you the advices. Now I might post this on Instagram because there are people who needs to hear it. And yeah, I mean, there are people who always needs to hear things like this, and also because there are people that I care about other than you, and that's also a thing that not everyone cares about you. People care differently about different people, and yeah, that's it. Now take care. Bye.